So once we connect the Google Analytics 360 account to BigQuery, and we start getting data inside BigQuery. So the way the data is structured is we have one GCP, which is Google Cloud Platform Project, in BigQuery, in which we will have different data sets. So one GCP project will have multiple data sets. One data set will have multiple tables. So each view being Google Analytics view, will have one data set in BigQuery, and that data set we have multiple tables. So what Google does is, for everyday data, it will create one separate table with a prefix GA underscore sessions underscore and the date. So for everyday data, it will create a new table and it will put under one of the data set. So in the screenshot, you can see under the project, I have multiple data sets, and under the multiple data sets, again, like I have different tables. Reason like we are looking at different numbers is because it is date partition tables. So if I talk about the data structure for the way data of Google Analytics 360 data particularly is stored into BigQuery, it is again like stored into tree structure. So we will have a record for each session, and then there will be nested and repeated fields for some dimensions and hits. So hits will be my one record, and under which I'll have different fields. So if I want to access hit number or hit type, I'll have to type hits.hit number or hits.hit type, and so on. The complete BigQuery export schema is available on the link which is available on the screen. We will also take you back to the schema during the hands-on exercise, so that whenever we write any query or anything, and if we need any information about the field names, we can always refer to the export schema, which is available publicly. Few pointers about the way data is stored into BigQuery for Google Analytics again. So the field full visitor ID, it represents unique visitor ID. So it is again, so in Google Analytics, like we have the client ID, which is the cookie ID, which is created whenever user lands on my website or mobile application. So this client ID is hashed and is stored in the field full visitor ID. So there is one-to-one mapping between each individual user with full visitor ID, which is available in BigQuery. The visit ID is aligned with how GA is generating the sessions. So the combination of full visitor ID and visit ID will give me a unique session ID to identify in the scope of overall GA data that I'm collecting in one particular data set. For custom dimensions and metrics, again, scope matters as we have in Google Analytics. So the different, so the way if I have to access scope, user scope or session scope custom dimensions, the field name is custom dimensions. So it would be like custom dimensions.index or custom dimensions.value. For hit and product scope, again the fields are different, like hits.custom dimensions, and for product scope it is hits.product.custom dimensions.
So basically, the different custom dimensions have different scopes in BigQuery. So whenever you're one key thing to note here is that whenever you are querying a certain data set from BigQuery, make sure that you have checked your Google Analytics account and you have verified that this particular dimension, let's say dimension number 8, is a dimension of hit scope, or is it product scope, or is it session or user level scope. So likewise, whatever be the scope, you can select the similar field from the BigQuery schema.